like years ago and thinking like, dude, there's no way that place actually exists. Like somebody just photoshopped that onto a gas station. But like I was doing some digging and I found out like it actually exists.
What, Quickie?
Come and Go.
Oh, Come and Go.
Station.
Yeah. Where are they based out of though?
Probably New Jersey.
Everything's in New Jersey.
Yeah.
As all meme gas stations are based out of.
The gas station mecca, really.
Come and Go, KUM and Go. Let's see where they're based out of. The Midwestern United States. Okay, so the Midwest. And, yeah, they got a cool logo, though. Look at that logo. Pretty neat logo right there.
Wow, they actually spelled it, yeah, KUM.
Yeah, because they knew spelling it a traditional way would just be too much, you know? Or it's probably some like guy who just doesn't really know English too well, so he just thought like it didn't mean anything, and it was just a play on words.
Right.
But it's like the rip-off like LTD like place up here. No, not LTD, the STP. It says LTD on it on the truck. I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's been sitting there for a while now.
It just sits there. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like Betty White. She was like 99, I think, or like really close, like weeks or months close to her 100th birthday.
Yeah, weeks.
Yeah, weeks, and she fucking croaked. Thank God, though. Like, past couple years, like, I've been thinking, like, dude, she better just fucking croak, because I'm tired of, like, knowing in the back of my mind that she exists, and, like, somebody is still keeping her alive, you know? By the way, she's not dead. Betty White's in the back of my trunk, so come find her. So here's a Chinese girl. Oh, no, she went away. Dude, this page, this like stock page or whatever, it's on this browser sucks. Like it's all just,
dude, all
it's
those
all
like Yahoo,
it's all
AOL.
It's all clickbait. But Betty White, let's look up Betty White and see what we can find about her. Because I know she did remember she did a SpongeBob episode that time years ago. What? She like cameoed on a SpongeBob episode.
Which one?
I don't know. It was like a newer one. Okay, so she's 5'4", or she was. So she was born January 17th, 1922. So she was born. She was born before fucking, you know.
World War.
She was born, you know, right after fucking World War One.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then died December 31st, 2021. Age 99. Dude, how many fucking people do you know, honestly, though, who live to be 99? You know, like, what's Jesus? Like, you know, a couple thousand?
Yeah.
But he's Jesus, you know?
Yeah, he's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think Jesus is like a true troll, though. Like, he trolled the whole fucking United States by taking her this, like, he knew, like, her birthday was weeks away. She's gonna hit 21. People are like,
the New
oh,
Year.
Yeah, we're alright. And then he just fucking snags her up and just takes her.
Here's that image. That image of the troll face. That's everyone's reaction.
Oh yeah, Matt, this is the face Jesus made when he killed Betty White.
Oh my god. Dude, I was walking through the grocery store yesterday and I saw Jesus Christ. He made it on Life magazine.
Did he?
It was top 100 people in the world, yeah.
Yeah.
And he made it.
Yeah, he's famous, I guess.
Dude, you know what though? If he like came back on the earth and like everybody saw Jesus, he'd be the biggest celebrity ever.
Yeah.
I said that for years now. Like, you know, like you got guys like Kanye, you got people like, you know, X, Y, and Z. Name your most famous person right now. He would single-handedly take the first position of the most famous person ever.
Yeah.
Because not only people who are Christians would be like, yeah, there's, you know, Jesus, but like all the atheists would be like, holy shit, there's Jesus. You know, there's Jesus.
Jesus? In
But,
prison or in a church?
No, in a Mexican prison.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My mistake.
So, yeah, I think Jesus would be like the biggest fucking, you know, celebrity icon, you know? He'd be the biggest sugar lizard on the planet.
If he put himself out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he really dedicated himself to it.
You could just go live in Oklahoma and no one would know the difference, honestly.
Yeah, Jesus might be living in some flyover state like right now and like nobody knows it.
Yeah.
You know, he's in like Billings, Montana. You know,
Yeah.
he's like in a modest like 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah,
You know,
could be.
just running the world
With sandals.
with sandals
And a
on.
staff. I actually saw a guy a few months ago. You know, that street in Bangor near the viaduct. Saw a guy like dressed as Moses with a staff there.
Yeah.
I'm not lying either. Like there's a guy with like a robe and a staff and
A
sandals.
robe and a staff. Beautiful.
I think he was on crack though, possibly.
You think?
Nah.
It is the viaduct
And Bangor.
in Bangor, yes.
Yes.
So I came across this video. Oh, by the way, rest in peace, Betty White. I'm only trolling you and all your weird fans. How are you a fan of a 99-year-old woman, though? Like, what is there to be a fan of? Her best work was 40 years ago.
You'd have to be of like age too.
You'd have to be like her age to really like her. You know, like, how are you a fan of somebody that old?
Oh, yeah, you got a point there.
Okay, so I found this YouTube video that I want to show Matt. Matt, you remember Omegle, right? You remember what Omegle was?
Yep, yeah, like the video.
Yeah, or like the
kind of random.
Like Skype almost.
the chat thing.
Yeah, and you can just kind of randomly, join people's chat. Right, you kind of just like shuffle through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you just join a chat room with someone random, right?
Okay, so this video I came across in a meme compilation. And, dude, I laughed my ass off for like a whole straight day. So there's this kid. Let me give you a little backstory. There's this kid. I don't know if he's still doing it now. I don't know how old these music videos, or not these music videos, but these memes are. But this kid goes on Omegle, and he actively seeks out people to convert to Christianity. So it sounds like a nice, thing to do. But then when he's like acting this way to people who aren't doing exactly what he wants them to do, it's funny as hell. Okay, so here, I'm gonna hold it close to this so it picks it up.
Yeah.
Throw that away! You are angry. I am angry, that's a sin! Throw that beer away right now! No. Throw it away! No!
Oh my god.
Throw it away!
Hear his voice get like less loud.
Yeah.
Throw it away! No!
So this kid's flipping out because this guy's drinking a beer on Omegle, and he thinks drinking a beer is a sin. So he flips out on this guy.
Man.
His face is so red, like it looked like he worked on like a transmission all day, and like he's just like deadbeat tired. So like,
Yeah.
throw it away.
Yeah, I
then
mean, that's just throwing yourself in the shark pit at that point.
And then he like stands up, and his like voice is quieter because he's like outside the mic. He's like, throw it away.
Yeah, you just hear like taper off. Yeah.
Dude, Omegle, man. That is worse than 4chan. The shit that goes on Omegle, like...
Yeah, because you could just say anything you want and then click to the next, you know?
Dude, yeah, like, you could go on there and be the big... Like, Adolf Hitler, for as far as I know, goes on there, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck, like, you can go on there and, like, show your dick and shit, and, like... There's a bunch of young kids on there, so, like, you could essentially show your dick to, like, young kids... and like right away click off and like get away with it.
Yeah.
Like, where else could you get away with? You'd be arrested and put in jail.
Yeah.
You can literally get away with anything on that fucking site.
Yeah, like I wonder if honestly if people even just have normal conversations.
I'm sure they
Just
do.
like, oh hey, how's it going? Nice to meet
Bet
you.
you could have like a podcast on there, you know?
Nah, it wouldn't really work right.
No.
There is a site though. I forget what it's called too, but I think you can go on there and like host your own podcast, and I think people can actually join in and watch and listen, almost like a almost
like
like
a live stream.
no, it's like what's that website that became real popular in like the pandemic, where like people like kids in school, they did the
Like Zoom?
yeah, Zoom. It's like a Zoom for podcasts, I think, and then people can just literally go into your chat room and watch you and your thing. It's pretty cool. I think
Yeah.
that's what the premise is.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, but I most likely will not use it because this is the best way. So Matt, is this your last week here?
No, I got a few more weeks, man. I go back January 22nd.
Nice.
20 more days here.
Sweet. Yeah, so I was going to try to do it this week, but I don't know. I just wasn't like prepared. I got to get that room ready. But maybe next week like we can start trying to get that video going and
Yeah.
testing it out, because he gave me he didn't give it to me, but he's letting me borrow his GoPro. So I really want to try to get that, and I want to
Yeah.
get my recording stuff all set up too. So
Yeah, that'll work well, a GoPro. I mean, that's what we used with Dylan and all that, so.
Yeah.
that was a nice camera you had though. Was that a GoPro? Or
Yeah, that
was
was a
another...
GoPro.
Yeah,
Which
that's
one?
nice.
The 7.
The 7.
Which
Yep.
one is the one you have?
It's the Session.
The Session.
Yeah. So the video's not the best, but
Either way.
it's a camera.
It's good enough though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get some lighting too, like those halo lights, like those. You ever see those? Like the video
Yeah.
guys use, like you stand them and it's like a ring and it just
Yeah, you
gives-
can see it in their pupils sometimes,
Yeah,
like glowing.
it just gives you good lighting.
Yeah.
You know. Let's see what's going on in the world. Hopefully some death and pain and all that stuff.
And
Oh, yeah.
suffering.
the usual.
In Penn, Jersey.
Dude, I got
Robberies.
I got a burrito in there one day and I found razor blades in it.
And a stack of money on the side.
Yeah, and a Maserati.
Yeah.
I open
Inside.
up the tortilla. There's a Maserati in there.
Whoa.
The one that Sonny drives.
Is that who drives it?
Yeah. Well, he's the one who's there every time I go there. And I always see that Maserati there. So I figure it's his, you know.
Of course, there's nothing going on in the world.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been so fucking warm out the past couple days.
Yeah.
Like it almost felt like you go outside today, it feels like early spring. Like it feels like late March.
Yeah.
Like where it's still cold, you get that cold breeze, but it's got that sense of like warmness to it.
Yeah.
No sun, though, you know?
No sun. Well, the sun came out there for a little bit, but then
Yeah.
like I remember I'm like, it's fucking January, you know, and it's 50 degrees out. Like if that's not a pure fucking sign that like the globe is warming, like come on, dude. Like
Yeah.
10 years ago, this time of the year, it'd be blistering cold
Yeah. And
You know?
snowing.
and snowing. Yeah, but I'm not complaining about the lack of snow. I hate snow. I've said that a million times on here.
I just wish that it wasn't like cold and rainy. Like can it like I guess it's better than it being hot and rainy though.
I'd rather, you know what? I'd rather live out in California and just have no rain because I hate rain too.
Yeah.
But see, with California, like the people literally freak the fuck out like when it drizzles like a little
Yeah,
bit.
dude.
Really?
Like yeah, well
It
even
was,
that.
yeah, like a few weeks ago before I left, it was raining pretty bad, which was a surprise for people. Like it was just a normal rain that would be here. Yeah, dude, people are putting up signs like flood, and there's like an arrow pointing at a puddle,
Wow.
and it's like flood, look out,
yeah.
and it's just like a puddle in the ground.
Wear your rain boots today, and it's a little drizzle. You know, like
Yeah,
something we
yeah.
get here like every day. Dude, have you guys ever been to Florida?
No.
Yeah.
I know you probably have, Phil. You haven't never been to Florida.
No.
When I was probably a teenager, we went to Disney like 2 years in a row. The one time, I think I was like maybe 16 and 17. I don't know why we went 2 years in a row, but we made the grave mistake of going in like June or like August, so the dead's like smack dab center of summer.
Heat, yeah, man.
And we stayed in these nice houses. It wasn't even a hotel. It was like these, literally like something like this. Like we had a whole house like this, like to rent. It was really nice. It was like brand new. And I remember like the one morning, just like in the morning time when it's usually cooler, like around here, we stepped out of I stepped out of the front door to this place, and at like 10 in the morning, the heat was so fucking bad. Like, you stepped out and you couldn't concentrate on anything but the heat. Like, that's how, like, it just, like, circled you and, like, just...
Well, yeah, and that's the middle of Florida, too. Like, you're not really too close to the ocean at that point, you know?
Where is Disney? Like, is it
Orlando.
Orlando?
Yeah,
so that's, like,
kind of right in the middle.
Center of Florida.
Yeah.
So that's, like, the worst,
So you
man.
don't even get the coastal, like, breeze or whatever, the rain. Well, yeah, it probably rains a lot.
The rain,
still.
yeah, I remember. But, like, it's totally normal in Florida for it to just pour down rain, like, every day.
Yeah, it's like 4 o'clock every day, I think.
Yeah.
My mom lived in Key West for a while, which is more like the islands.
Oh, really?
Down. Yeah.
When did she live there?
And, like, when my dad was in the Navy, he was positioned there for, like, a year.
Damn, Matt's dad in the Navy.
But they say it rained 4 o'clock every day. Like, you could just count on it.
Wow. And alligators, too.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's a legit problem in Florida with, like, you worrying if you or your baby is going to be eaten by an alligator.
Yeah.
Like, that's how, and, like, not to mention, every, like, fucked up news article, like, on the news about, you know, some guy on PCP, like, eating somebody's, like, face off. Florida man. You know, Bert Kreischer. You know who Bert Kreischer is? He's from Florida.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Fucking party animal, man, that guy.
He's cool, yeah, I like him.
I like Florida, though. I wouldn't live there. A lot of old people live there. Like, they retire and they go and live there.
Yeah.
They buy, like, these, like, over-glorified mobile homes, basically. Like, they have them shipped in. They're one story, but they're, like, bigger. They're pretty nice, but they go buy that. They buy a little piece of land, they slap that thing on there, and that's where they live till the day they croak. Like Betty White. I think Betty White lived in Florida, didn't she, for a while?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I know that's where Eric Andre's from.
The comedian.
Boca Raton, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of him?
Eric Andre? I never got into him. I know he's really popular. He's like the kind of black kid, right? He's not like black, but he's like kind of like mixed. He's got like
real curly, like afro dreadlock kind of hair.
He did that meme where he shot that guy and like turned back to the camera, right?
Yeah,
that kid. I know he's funny. Like, he seems funny, but he's got his own sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's not like
it's real absurd.
He's not like Nick DiPaolo, or he's not like Joey Diaz. Like, he's like real obscure. Like, with his humor, I don't know. He's really popular, but I never got into him really.
His street skits are funny.
Have you ever seen Dave Chappelle's like skits, like the skits he used to do, like with the KKK and shit?
Nah, I've only really watched his stand-up.
I know he got in a lot of trouble like recently, like the past like couple months, because he put out this like new comedy special, and they tore him apart for being like transphobic and shit.
Really?
Yeah, because, you know, anytime now a comedian even says anything remotely close to, like, making fun of a certain group of people, that comedian is automatically, you know, racist or transphobic or xenophobic, you know? I am John Xenophobic, you know what I'm saying?
No idea.
Matt, have you ever seen the John Xena memes?
No.
Yeah.
You know who John Cena is, right?
Yeah. That was John Cena, though.
John Xena.
Xina.
Oh, dude, I need that shirt. I love images like that.
There he is.
Just a person holding a gun at the screen.
You like John Xena? Who's that supposed to be? Kim Il-sung or something like that?
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un.
I don't know. That photo looks really old to be Kim Jong-un.
Ah, yeah.
Kim Il-sung, maybe.
Yeah.
Whoever that prick's name is. Did you know that?
Yeah, so stretched out.
Did you know that in North Korea? Sorry, guys. We're just like scrolling through memes right now. Okay, so it's basically just shirts. Oop, this is my new screensaver on my phone. It's beautiful. So did you know in North Korea, going back to North Korea, there's literally people who they're like inspectors, and they go from house to house, and they literally, because like every household needs to have a picture of I don't know if it's all the rulers or the dictators or if it's just the current one, but there's an inspector who goes to every house and he inspects the photo, and if it's dirty at all, like if it's dusty or it's not hanging up or the picture frame is broken, I think they put you in the labor camps.
Damn, dude.
And that's true. That's true. I don't want to say they put you to death, but I don't know. But like, there's a legit person going from house to house inspecting the picture of John Cena.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to move to North Korea and then just put him on my wall and see how quick it takes them to like assassinate me.
Yeah.
You know.
And then see if he can escape to the border. You know.
It'll be worth the laugh.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It's a work of art.
Yeah, especially with like the yellow tint.
Yeah.
And then
Kind of looks like Shrek a little bit.
you
Yeah,
can totally
you're right.
turn that into Shrek though. And then you go to North Korea and it's like they got all this anti-American propaganda hanging up, you know, and they make America out to be like the evil, sadistic ones, you know, but it's like you're starving your own fucking people over there, you know.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
nuts.
America's not perfect by any means, especially now with like the way that just the things we're dealing with now. But like, come on, dude, you're fucking North Korea. Do you have any idea how the whole rest of the world views you? Like
Yeah,
you're
it's nuts.
a fucking cancer on the globe.
Yeah.
Would be interesting though, yeah, to just visit somehow.
Yeah,
You can visit.
Just take
most
a
you
of
walk.
it.
can visit. I don't see why you'd want to though. Have you seen the place? It's like very like drab and boring.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not like you go to New York City, you can see all those buildings, you know, beautiful structures and architecture, and then you go to like North Korea and it's just like these gray buildings, like they look like the modern McDonald's buildings, like they're just gray.
Yeah.
You
Built
know.
like a Starbucks.
Yo, did you guys see Burger King and Wing Gap closed?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
nuts,
yeah.
dude.
Did you hear like why they closed?
I think that's
No.
just due to lack of people going there.
It's Burger King. How could they have a lack of? It's a
I
giant
think it was because they closed eating inside. Is what happened. It was drive-through only.
I was told there was sexual like abuse going on in there from like
Oh.
yeah. That might be a rumor though. Let me look it up.
Yeah. That's
dude.
insane though.
You know they have like Street View on Google Maps and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the Google car actually drove through there.
Like you go through South Korea, like it's all feel like you could go, but yeah, right across the border in North Korea you can't go anywhere.
Yep.
Wow.
It's all blocked off. There's like a
Yeah.
few pictures here. Like these little dots are pictures people took, you know? It's like in a fucking mall or something.
Okay, so it says that the Burger King in Wing Gap says this was a planned closure and that the franchisee of the location, so the person who owned the place, franchisee of this location has offered all the team members transfers to surrounding Burger King restaurants. So they already pre-planned to close it, which is weird. Like, you don't really see many of those big fast food restaurants closing because they're huge corporations, and huge corporations like that just don't go out of business. They're too.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing driving by the one day and seeing the Burger King sign, the one that's real high up in the air for the people on the highway. I'm like, it's off, and then there's no like words on the thing, and I look and it's just dead. I'm like, what are they doing? Like renovations? Because I know McDonald's was they're like finishing all their renovations on that location. It looks so fucking boring though. Like all this modern, like all these modern architecture, like what do you call it, styles now, or like
minimalistic.
like it's just gray, like a gray simplistic thing. Like you go to Panera, like first of all, don't even fucking talk to me about Panera. But if you do go to Panera, it looks like a prison, and the food tastes like prison food too. The Taco Bells, they're starting to like transform into just gray like buildings.
They have one of those in Wing Gap now, right?
Yeah, they
Taco
put
Bell,
one up
yeah.
Recently.
Right where that old doctor's office used to be from the 70s.
Oh yeah.
Right across the street from Rita's.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, everything looks boring.
and then not to mention like all the fucking goddamn warehouses they're putting up around
Yeah,
here.
dude.
Yo, remember? I was just thinking the other day. Remember, they just rebuilt it. down the street from your house on
Yeah, the
191?
plastic plant.
Yeah.
When that thing burnt down.
Remember when that burned down?
Dude, that was
That
nuts.
was a long time ago.
Well, like, what was it? Months or whatever, at least a year after it burned down, me and Matt were hanging out at his house. We were still, kids and, teenagers. And we were like, yo, let's go down to the, because they had just cleaned up, all the mess from this fire. And it was just the foundation, in the ground.
Yeah.
So me and Matt were like, let's go down there and check it out. So I remember we, went down there, and, that was when it was still barren. But I couldn't tell you what it looked like with the old building there. I totally forget.
It was, pink, I think. It was kind of pink walls or something.
You could probably find it on Google Maps.
Yeah, it was real
Google
ugly.
Earth, you can go on an old,
Yeah, the old
because
years.
they have multiple trips of the Google car going there, so you go,
Yeah,
Well, yeah, there's-
2009,
Yeah, there's times, I can go through Penargil, and I don't think they'd have it in Penargil, but they have it in Wingap. Dude, you can go all the way back to summer of, '08.
yeah,
And
dude.
it's wow, man, that's crazy. It's really cool to see how small of a town it really used to be.
Yeah.
But going back to these warehouses, it's dude, we have a serious fucking population issue in the Slate Belt, in this area. You can't even fucking go through a light like a normal goddamn human being at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because there's so many people fucking backed up, bumper to bumper
Especially
traffic
in Wingap area.
in a small town.
Wingap's bad.
You're in
man.
a fucking hick town, and there's bumper-to-bumper traffic like it's fucking Calabasas. Or whatever the fucking city is or town in California.
Yeah.
What is it, Matt? Calabasas?
I don't know. Calabasas?
But
Never heard of it.
we got a serious
It's-
fucking population issue, and it's the warehouses, and I'll tell you why it's the warehouses. The warehouses are bringing in more jobs, so more people are moving to the area because of these new jobs in these warehouses. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of jobs in the warehouses, so they're moving. They're building apartment buildings behind the fucking baseball fields. I was in them the other night. I was delivering the other night. I was in them 2 times. Dude, these fucking places are massive. Those new apartment buildings behind the ball fields,
Near
they're
the
huge.
church, right?
They're huge. They are
Yeah.
fucking huge beyond even comprehension. And more people are moving into the area, so there's more cars. There's more, what do you call it? Warehouses. So now there's more tractor trailers coming in. You can't go through downtown Bangor without being held up by a tractor trailer, maneuvering through those tiny little streets that were built for Model
Fucking
Ts.
horses, dirt roads.
Yeah, dude. Well, this is across the street from where it is, but that's kind of what it looked like. It was this pink and green.
I know where that's at. It's right
remember-
by Elegant.
Yeah, kind of ugly. Well, the new warehouse,
Hell.
if you turn around, the new warehouse is there.
Yeah.
this
This is brand new.
Yeah.
I think you can go on past versions of the.
Only on your computer though. I don't think it
Yeah,
lets
on
you
the
on
phone,
the phone.
it doesn't let you.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it though.
Yeah,
But
go
yeah,
through
so-
town, see what it was like.
So it's just fucking. It's just a domino effect. You got more people coming in because of these new jobs, these warehouses. You got more cars on the road. You got more trucks coming through, more dump trucks because they're building more houses and apartment complexes. And the truck issue around here is ridiculous. There's a glitch in the matrix here in this town because for some reason, dude, the one day there was 4 of them. I counted 4 in a 2-hour time span. They come down George Street. So you know how you're on 512 here and George Street you can veer down here?
Yeah.
They come down here for some reason because something's all fucked up with their GPSs, I guess. And they think that there's whatever loading dock or whatever thing they're looking for is down George Street.
Oh, huge tractor trailers
Huge,
come down.
50 foot. And then they come down here not knowing it's a dead-end street.
Yeah.
Way the hell down, it's a dead-end street. They think there's something down here that's taking them there. It's the GPS, I guess, is all fucked
Yeah,
up.
because George Street is you go. There's another George Street.
Yeah, but you got to
kinda,
go through a little alleyway.
Alley, yeah.
There's no way. So these guys come down here real slow, and you could tell they're by this street right here, Savercool, they're okay, I guess it could maybe be up here. And they get another block, and they're oh, this is getting tight in here. And then they get to the dead end of the street, and they got to call the cops. 2 cops come out, they park behind the guy, and they wave him back, and he reverses 2 miles an hour all the way down the street till they get up to the top. Dude, they happened 4 times in one day in like 2 hours. I'm like,
Dude, that's hilarious.
And then
Yeah,
the-
because there's no way they can make it through without like busting through houses. Probably.
dude, the township like refuses to put up a sign like at the very top of George Street that says no trucks allowed. They just won't do it. You know, maybe they don't
Yeah.
have the fucking $25 it takes to print the sign up.
Dude,
Yeah.
Here and there delivering mail on George Street there. More so like if I had the truck, because you would walk it usually in that area. But if I had the truck and I had like a package that had to go, I would just drive like through the gravel there and just go off the curb.
You
It's
could.
like, vroom, pff.
That
like
is a
that.
totally plausible idea with
I
that
think
little
we-
mail truck.
I've
Yeah.
even seen tractor trailers and like trucks like that get lost in East Bangor before, believe it or not.
Wait, up in the streets where you are?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude,
I've
those
seen
are crazy
trucks go
streets.
down Dewey Street before.
What?
I'm being dead serious. I'm like, you are so.
Do you know where
fucking
he's
lost.
talking about?
Yeah, like some of those like real hilly, right? Like
'Cause
Yeah,
East
well,
Bangor's just a hill.
He lives in
Valley.
East Bangor, but you turn off the main road off 512 and the streets are not very tiny, but they're
Local roads.
it's like these
yeah,
almost.
just going up the hill. Yeah.
And the roads are terrible. I feel really bad for his ball joints, for his family's ball joints
Yeah,
on
you're
their
gonna
cars.
say you feel bad for my balls.
Nah, I feel bad for his ball joints on his car because his roads are bad. Like they haven't been paved in probably 30 years. And
Last time they were paved,
J.
Grover
Edgar Hoover.
Cleveland was president or something. I don't know.
Yeah, last time they were paved, Betty White was alive. No, but dude, those roads are bad though, man.
They're bad.
Yeah,
I'd say, but they used to be worse.
they used to be worse. How did they go from used to be?
I don't know. 'Cause
How
they
do you
did do that
reverse?
like paving thing on some of them, but the job was like really crappy.
Yeah, what is the township? It is, government, local government. So anytime,
East Bangor.
anytime there's any form of government involved, just expect incompetence.
Yeah, the minimal,
Yeah, there's a few potholes filled in.
on streets that like no one uses.
Meanwhile, the police have like brand new Suburbans.
Oh
like-
yeah, every year fire, new fire trucks and new cop cars and
Like, dude, a small town like that uses that fire truck legitimately one time. Why
Yeah,
are you
in
buying
the fucking parade?
Why are you buying a new one why are you leasing a new one every 5 years? Like, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Don't let beer sit open. It really, it gets, sour.
That's been there, yeah, for a few weeks now, huh?
Yeah.
I remember the episode too.
I haven't, like, committed, though, to drinking. Like, I drink, like, that's where I ended, and I don't know, just beer. I gotta be around people, like, my age to really want to get drunk. Like, if I'm just here by myself, like, it ain't happening, Matt, remember that Dylan's party that time?
Yeah, dude, that was fun.
Oh, yeah, we could talk about that, because I told him about that, too.
Did you
and
tell- I
Matt's,
don't think we ever told it on here either.
Matt's the witness, too, so...
Yeah, so he could give a few, other stories,
So, back in, was it November of, like, last year?
Yeah, it was cold, whatever time of year it was.
I remember it was chilly, yeah. And Dylan had this party, kind of like a last thing party at his house before it was sold and stuff. And so him and his band played, and Dylan invited me, so I'm like, sure. And I was like kind of nervous, not really nervous, but I'm like, I'm not gonna really talk to anybody here because I didn't know many people. But I asked Dylan if I could bring some beers, and he's like, sure. And it was these really strong ones.
The Weyerbacher.
And I brought a 6-pack of those, and I show up, and I'm not really talking to anybody. Like, I'm talking to you and Seth and Dylan and stuff. And it happened quick. Because I worked all day. That was a Saturday. I worked all day at Godshall's. Didn't eat a thing.
That's
Went
not good.
right home, got changed, went to Dylan's party. So I was really hungry. So immediately, once I stepped foot in this party, I cracked one open and I just chugged it. And then 1 turned into 2, 2 turned into 3. And when you're on an empty stomach when you're drinking, that's deadly, man. Not really deadly, but, deadly in the sense of, dude, you're getting fucked up, and you're getting fucked up quick.
I think something, too, when it's cold, like, something about it probably makes you more drunk, too.
So I cracked one of those open, and then before I knew it, I had 4 of them down. And, dude, I was so fucked up within an hour.
Yeah, and we wanted you to play drums. We thought you could have still done it, though, I feel like.
I don't know. I really, really wanted to. I was even, like, preparing myself. Like, I was even having fake conversations with Tanner before the party. Like, hey, Evan, you want to play drums? Yeah, sure, man. I'd love to. But then I got so drunk so quick. I didn't want to embarrass you guys, and I didn't want to embarrass myself. I didn't want to be like, yeah, bro, I'll fucking play.
You sit on the stool and you just fall back.
And then I can't even play the songs. I can't even play the drum parts that I made up. And I just don't want to embarrass myself.
It would have been a good time either way.
But that
still was, though.
That was really fun. I talked to a lot of kids there that I didn't even know. And I think they liked me, though. I think, like, I had a bunch.
Yeah, you were the life of the party at one point, like, around the fire. It was just funny. Like, some of the stuff you were saying, I don't even remember
exactly. I don't even remember at all what I was saying, which is scary. But I remember that big dumpster was there because we were cleaning out the house. And I was just watching you guys play. You guys played good that night, too. And I just started picking kids, like, to have jobs. Like, these kids worked for me for the night. Like, the one kid, I didn't even know him. I didn't even, like, to this day, I don't know his name. But he would hold my beer every time I go to take a piss. So I'd be like, yo, dude, hold this. And I was drinking all night, so I was pissing like a racehorse. So, like, I'd walk up to him, and at a certain point, he'd see me and hold his hand out. He'd take my beer, I'd go piss.
Well, the problem was, too, there was, like, 4 kids with the same name. Right? It was, like, I think Zach or something.
I don't remember.
Was the name.
I didn't know anybody there. Like, I knew Joseph. He was my wingman for that night. Like, he was my guy you hug all night and tell him you love him.
He walks in and like, oh, hold on. You gotta follow him everywhere.
Yeah, Joseph was my wingman that night, but you guys were kind of playing all night, so I didn't really get to hang out with you guys. But yeah, I sat around the fire and people just like listened to me.
Yeah.
Like a real life podcast.
Like, yeah, like it was like a live podcast basically. They listened to me talk shit and like blabber on this drunken stupor. Like, I don't remember what I said.
There was something about Luke Skywalker.
What?
At one point, I remember that for sure. Because you saw my hat, it was like a Star Wars hat or something.
Remember what I said?
Like something Luke Skywalker, like maybe someone you met was Luke Skywalker or something. I forget.
Oh wow!
I swore I saw Luke Skywalker walking around.
I was fucked up then. Yeah, I don't think that was like one of 2 times I got really fucked up. The first time I got so fucked up I thought I was gonna die. It was like a week or 2 after I turned 21, and I went out and bought those, and I went out and bought Jack Daniels. And I was drinking them at the same time, like some like frat girl like that. Yeah. And I was here alone, but I didn't know you can't mix them. You can't mix straight liquor with that, especially that.
Those are pretty good though, and I don't like beer or alcohol really.
Me neither. I don't like beer, but those I'll drink just because they're strong. Good. They'll get you there, and you don't. It's not like Miller Lite where you're like fucking. Somebody's dad that we know who fucking like sits back and drinks 40 of them.
My neighbors.
Dude, I wish you had the video now.
But yeah, so like I'm not that kind of guy to like drink that. So I'd rather drink 3 of these and get fucked up. But yeah, I was mixing that, and I got so drunk right here in this room, and I remember having to go to the bathroom, and it's just, it's right there, but when you're that fucked up, it feels like you have to take a hike up Mount Everest.
Quest, yeah.
And I remember, like, sitting in front of the toilet, like an Indian, like, cross-legged, like an American Indian cross-legged, and, like, waiting to puke, and I remember, like, as I was waiting to puke, I'm like, let me lay down and, like, wait to puke. So I was laying on the bathroom floor, And even no matter how drunk I was, like I came to my senses, I was like, what am I doing? I'm on the fucking dirty bathroom floor.
Oh, moments of clarity, yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta get up. And that was really bad. I thought I was gonna die. Because I was like really skinny then. I was like 135, and like that liquor hit me hard, man. That hit me hard. Liquor before beer, ladies and gentlemen, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, you've never been sicker.
Words to live by.
Take
Yeah,
that
dude.
to your grave, like Betty White took her fucking white hair to her grave. Betty White in heaven right now is, I got 99 problems and I won't be one. Or whatever that song is, that Jay-Z song.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks good though.
Yeah.
That looks really good. Why does it look like a poor guy made it though? Like it's got like regular Italian bread on it. It's not
Wait,
even
what is
a.
it?
It's not even a bun. It's like a sandwich, but it looks like some poor.
Looks like toast, like
Oh,
sandwich.
Burger King.
It looks like some like stay-at-home dad made it at like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, or in the morning.
Burger King is good though.
Yeah. I can
They had
get
the
that.
chicken fries. Those were good.
Oh yeah, they were. I remember
I
that.
remember the fries always being good there.
Wendy's though beats them all. Just
Yeah.
superior.
Yeah.
Their burgers
I'd
are actually real. Like you go to McDonald's, their burgers look like it's made out of fucking armadillo meat. Like it's gray and
A
slimy.
little gray, yeah.
And then the
Looks like
commercials.
the school sausage that goes with the French toast sticks.
And then,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the McDonald's commercials, they make the burgers look like they're as high as that lamp, and then you get them and they're like that. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the singles.
Yeah, I always leave hungry.
You know? Dude, I found fucking drywall one time in my fucking burger. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
I could have swore I got Spam in mine one time.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, like you throw it in the microwave.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
knew this guy in my town. We called him Spammy Eddie one time.
Yeah?
Yeah. He'd go around and wear sandals on the weekends and shit. And he'd make homemade flags too, like that, you know. But unfortunately, you know, they were like, you know, rebel flags and, you know, Confederate flags.
Typical Eastern
Typical Eastern, yeah.
flags, yeah.
Yeah, but back to the party, man. That was really fun. I do remember bits and pieces of it. I do remember people, like, listening to me. And with me, like, the thing with me is I always got something to say, like, something funny to say. But, like, the more and more that people laugh at me, the more fuel it gives me. So
Well, yeah, you were in a flow state of just like, yeah, one after the other.
So I get, every time they laugh at me, laugh at my jokes, or the things that I say, I get stronger and stronger. So, like, the next joke, I can't miss. And by the end of the night, I'm Michael Jordan. Like, I can't miss.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So, like, I turn into Joe Rogan by the end of the night, man. Just
Oh, yeah, we were looking for your keys for a long time. I remember that. And then eventually, I think Jillian opened the pizza box and they were in there.
yeah. Yep, they were in the
Somehow
pizza
made
box.
it in the pizza box.
Yep.
Because he drove you home.
And, like, I remember, like, saying to everybody, like, guys, I can't find my keys. And, like 4 or 5 people helped me, like, look.
Yeah, the whole party really was
Nice.
looking, you know,
These kids, these kids that I wasn't really friends with, they helped me look. So I must have did or said something that won everybody over. But I remember that being pretty fun, even though the next morning I woke up and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, there were good
shit.
people there. Which is cool.
What did I do or say?
You're like, you know, I don't want to know.
Yeah, you did nothing crazy, like nothing,
Yeah.
you know.
But if
It's
I
just
even
funny.
said something like really out there, like really even offensive, I'm drunk as fuck. You can't take me serious.
Yeah.
Like, if I say something right now that's offensive, you know, people are going to get pissed off, and rightfully so. But when somebody's drunk as fuck, like, it's almost like you got to, like, remember, like, they're not even in the right mind. So just let it go, you know. Because
Yeah.
most likely they don't feel like that. But when you're drunk, man, your inhibitions just go way down, you know.
Yeah, and at a party, like, people don't take a lot of stuff seriously either.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really fun, though. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Were you having as much fun as Jared's dad?
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, that was really fun.
Mosh pits, mosh pits, mosh pits.
I gotta talk to Phil. Our buddy Phil. Matt, remember Phil Grimm?
Oh, yeah.
He's working at Turkey Hill now in Penargil.
Really?
Not
Yeah, I
for
want
long.
to talk to him about
Not for long.
slapping the skins for my band.
Dude, I'm sure he'd
Take
be
that
down.
out of context.
Here and there, he asks me if I want to jam, and I'm like, it's always like, yeah, one day, we'll jam.
You think
we
you'll-
never
you-
do. But.
Like, I see him, but, like, I don't think he really notices me or, like, recognizes me. I'm sure he does, but maybe, I don't know. But I feel like if I strike up a conversation and be like, hey, man, like, I got this new band. We're looking for somebody new now. You just want to come over one day and try it out? I think
Dude, I'm
he'd do
sure
it.
he'd be down, because I know he had to, like, sell his drum set or something, and
Well,
he was a really good drummer.
Yeah, he was. I got one, too, though, he could use. Like, he could
Yeah.
totally use it for shows, use it for here, so...
Yeah.
I think he'll do it because I really want to get going on that, man.
Yeah.
Really eager to start playing live, and I want to get with Dylan too, man. Once we get polished and start doing shit with him and
Yeah,
like
for sure.
show wise. But
You've been writing new songs, right?
yeah, I've been kind of working out new materials. So
Dude, I forgot. I know I asked you before, like, but when you write songs, do you start with just guitar?
yeah, I start
Usually?
with just like fucking around and playing something cool, and then something will really resonate with me. I'm like, yeah, I gotta remember that. So I'll either play it 1,000 times and just memorize it, or I'll record it on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's usually just a riff or like a melody, and then I'll build a whole structure, and
Yeah,
then
you
I'll,
work out verse, chorus.
then I'll
bridge.
write the songs. Like when I wrote the demo, it was just like, even now, like I don't know how the fuck I wrote that. Like
Dude, because those are good dynamic songs. I still listen to them just myself.
Yeah.
I don't know how
good.
like I put all those chords, like all those weird chords in there.
Yeah, some of the sevenths and all that.
I don't know how I put all those like chords and like made them mix good, but it just spilled out of me, and then I wrote these lyrics, and it's just solid songs through and through.
Yeah, because,
I
like,
would
dude,
agree with that.
honestly, like, I don't even listen, like, blind choice of stuff we record usually. I listen to, like, when we first record it, and then I'm like, alright, I'm kind of tired of it. But, I just listen to Blisser here and there, just, like, walking around.
Yeah. It's really something listenable. Like,
Yeah.
like
think-
same here. Like, I'll just listen to it. Just
think-
because,
I think subconsciously I wrote those songs for the masses almost, and that's kind of like what I'm anti, like I'm anti like just writing to please other people. I'm just totally for you just writing, even if you're just writing to please yourself, as long as it's you. But it wasn't really like that. Like those songs really pleased me, but I think subconsciously I wrote them so that everybody, no matter whether you like this or that, can listen to it. It's
Yeah,
it's like Everclear. Like everybody can listen to Everclear. Like who hates Everclear? Like
yeah.
who hates the Foo Fighters? I
Maybe
think
Vodka hates Everclear.
I think those songs really are like that, and I don't know where they're gonna be in 10 years or whatever. If that's the thing that kind of makes me famous eventually one day, hopefully. I mean that's great, but they're out there, and that's that.
Yeah.
I just want to put myself out there. I just want to be heard. That's why I did this. Me and Matt jumped right into this podcast. Like I didn't do any research. Like I went out and bought like these. Like these weren't real expensive. I didn't even have this. Like we just used Matt's stuff, and I just went on and immediately started talking shit, and now we're at 51, and I'm really comfortable with it now.
Yeah.
We have our own like style,
I guess so, but it's just me. Like it's just me or you or Matt. We don't come on here and pretend. Like if this wasn't recording, this would be the exact conversation we'd be having.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
It's even less planned, too, from the past. We used to bring up an article, like, a few articles.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
with you here now, we got a third person to keep the flow going.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But when I remember for a little bit, I was doing them alone, and I was starting to get pretty good at doing them alone because I would rant more, and I'm sure people like that because once I get going on the rants, but there's only so much you can rant about until people start thinking you're some miserable kind of person. So that was kind of difficult, but I kind of made along with it, and then He came in, and then now you're here for a little bit, so I think that's pretty good.
Now we got the multiple mic setup.
Yeah.
We'll soon have that room so we can have guests on.
Yeah. I'm really, this week I really want to get like this in there. I want to get some posters set up. I'll clear all this shit off. I'll put like decorations on here and make it look pretty for a camera, so that stuff's coming. I know I've been saying for a while it has, but it definitely is. I'm ready to make that jump to YouTube. So yeah. You want to end it there? Do the song?
Sure.
End it out? All right.
Get the acoustic.
Oh, did you see the acoustic foam I got, Matt?
What is it? Oh, the foam. Nice.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be. Whoops. I thought it was gonna be thicker though. It's not like real thick, but
That should work. That
should
would
do the trick.
express a bit.
Should do it.
I wonder if there'll be like a
Spread it out.
noticeable difference. Yeah. When
I'm
you
just
do that.
doing it just for in there, so when we're like mostly the podcast, like people, more private. All right, let's do a little sound check here for the folks at home.
Make sure to
Should
hold the
be in
mics
tune.
really close to your guitars. So that sounds like.
We should ear rate the guitars.
There you go, with acoustic distortion.
Pretty well in tune.
We're good.
Yeah, it's
Good.
fanatical.
I'm just angling the mics here. Test, test, test. Play it. All right, we're good.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Good.
So here we go. When I'm a walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Body beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might start to check you out. Body beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might start to check you out. When I'm doing beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might start to check you out. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. That's it. See you later. Bye. Yeah, 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 Mr. Tim, we love him. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.